A lot of other companies are just taking a dowel, they buy a dowel, and then they put it on a lathe.
To have better control of the wood from the very beginning is important. So at VIC FIRTH, we take the responsibility to cut our own wood.
What impressed me was how every detail was taken care of, from the wood coming in to actual controlling of cutting the stock.
The boards are cut into squares using an on-site mill.
So the wood's cut into 17-inch long squares.
Anything else that comes out of there defective is eliminated.
What wood is not being used, it's being recycled.
As the process moves forward, the next 4 steps are vital, as they are the very foundation in which the perfect VIC FIRTH stick is created. It's important to remember that in the VIC FIRTH manufacturing method, the key to the straightness of a stick begins with precise control of the drying cycle.
Wood is a pretty inconsistent thing, and they've gone through the process of finding out what factors first off lead to the stick not being straight.
Before you even start to give a shape to like the wood, and to extract that moisture, and evidently they didn't leave a stone unturned to figure out what the best way it is to achieve that.
The kiln drying is the only way that the folks at the factory can know with certainty that the sticks are going to come out straight and remain straight, because the moisture content is so specifically kind of controlled and achieved.
The imperfections are dried out of the wood. Really, I never knew that that was the way that the VIC FIRTH sticks never warp. I mean, I've never ever seen a stick from this company, you know, not have perfect profile and a perfect straightness to the profile. And that goes from the dryness of how they get that moisture out of the wood.
From day one of my stick-making adventure, if they weren't straight, they were not branded VIC FIRTH, and they became firewood for my fireplace.
How many times have you gone to a drum shop and you're sitting there rolling sticks along the counter?
It's basically a defective stick if it's warped and it's not straight in the profile.
If you've ever tried to play with a warped stick, it's really uncomfortable.
The drumstick should be straight, like, and not like a banana.
But if your sticks are warped like a banana, you got problems.
Back then, you know, when we had to get sticks to play for a gig, I had to roll them.
I mean, man, I rolled some sticks that are literally won't roll. They're so crooked they won't roll on the glass.
I've picked up other sticks before and had, you know, an odd bow in it, and it's as simple as like it hits the drum before I think the drum's supposed to be hit with my body, because it's actually pointing down.
That the companies, I hate to say it, are not consistent when it comes to sticks. And it's hard to be consistent. It's not because they don't want to. I really think it's because they don't know how to do it.
All of those things that you had to do, you know, you might have to go through 20 pairs in a music store to come up with 2 or 3 that you could use.
With VIC FIRTH, I don't really need to do that.
And VIC FIRTH has figured out that this whole system on how that's supposed to be done.
And if you start to play with VIC FIRTH sticks all the time, like I have been, anything else just doesn't even feel right in your hands. It gives you the creeps to play anything else.
I just always ended up with VIC sticks because they were straighter.
I never have a stick that's not straight, and I have minimal breakage.
So to be honest with you, I haven't rolled sticks in years, because with VIC FIRTH sticks, I know they're going to be straight.
I know they're reliable. I know I don't have to like fish for sticks like 30 times in a show.
Straight sticks are important because that's really, to me, I mean, that's just the way that they're supposed to be, especially in marching percussion.
You got to have straight sticks.
Who wants to play with a warped stick?
Who the heck wants to play with an unstraight stick?
The straightness of a stick is very important. I don't know, anybody who doesn't want to play with a straight stick, they got to be not straight themselves. I mean, that's bizarre. You want your stick to be straight. I mean, it's hard enough that we're humans and we're not perfect, but at least make your tools perfect, you know?
The last thing you want to do is get up in front of a festival of 40,000 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, smack, and then you're playing something that feels like a wobbly wet noodle.
If you can go into a store and you can check all the other different sticks, roll them, play them on a pad, feel the texture of the stick. I think that's very important, that the stick feels good and that it's straight.
I mean, I challenge any percussionist to go out and pick up sticks from different companies and roll them and see how straight they are.
I would challenge anybody, anytime, to go and find a best matching pair other than VIC FIRTHs, you know. Concerning pitch, weight, and everything, VIC FIRTHs are the best.
Take someone else's sticks out and give them a roll. That's all I gotta say. Check it out. Seriously. If it's bobbling, you don't want those. Guess what? You're not gonna find them with VIC sticks. It's just the process is eliminated before they get out of the door.
But I think it would be interesting to maybe pull out sticks of another company and roll them and see if you find the same thing. Let me know what you find.
The VIC sticks will come out the winner every time.
I mean, for me, that's kind of like a no-brainer.
I gotta say, VIC FIRTH, with these sticks, I never even worry about it. When I first got the stick, I used to roll them. Every stick was fine.
And see if you can find any other brand that matches the straightness, the evenness, and the quality of wood right out of the wrapper. They do it for you so that you don't have to do it in the store. See if you can find any other brand that does that. I don't think you will.
But roll them and then compare. Go ahead, compare them to other people's sticks and see if they're straight.
The perfect pair of sticks would just roll on by. It's just like we passing the competition. You know, y'all stuck, we rolling on by. Y'all stuck, we rolling on by. So that's our swagger, we roll. You know what I mean? VIC FIRTH swagger is rolling, we rolling.
Roll the sticks on the counter, check to see if they're straight or if they're like a banana.
Like, I never have to do that anymore. I know they're gonna be straight. And that makes a huge difference.